Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Shannon Schmoll and I'm the director of the Abrams Planetarium in Michigan in the United States. And it's right here at the planetarium where we hosted the Conference for American Planetarium Educators in 1970. And it was at that meeting that we saw the birth of IPS. So it's an absolute honor to continue that legacy and be nominated to be your president. I've been working in and with planetarium since 2004 when I started giving shows as an undergraduate student at the University of Washington. And I've continued that through graduate school where I did my dissertation work on integrating planetarium field trips into formal curricula. And I now continue education research with planetariums on the Big Astronomy Project, where we've been studying it for comparison between the virtual and in-person planetarium shows during the pandemic. I've served the planetarium community in a lot of different ways, and I think it's really important that we give back so we can all support one another in being the best planetarians as we can. Currently, I serve as treasurer of the Great Lakes Planetarium Association in the United States, and it's there I try to make sure that we put our money where our mouth is and we put any excess funds we have towards supporting initiatives for our planetariums so that we can continue to do the great work that we do. In addition to that, I have served IPS in a variety of ways. I am currently the chair of the Education Committee, and it's there that we have a column called Seeking What Works. And in the past, the chair has been the one who always writes that column in the planetarium, but I've tried to use that space for our fellow committee members from around the world to share their voices and their lessons learned and what they want to share with the world, because we all have something to say that's important for us to learn from. In addition to that, I've been on the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee, where I led the Culture and Climate Survey Project. And this was to help us understand where we are as a field and where we can improve. And one thing I noticed in the results from that survey is that while we are a very welcoming bunch, we're not always the most diverse. And so I would really like to explore ways of expanding our membership in a lot of different fields that are adjacent to the planetarium world. So with all of this in mind, I would like to explore how we can reach out to other organizations that serve skill sets that overlap with the planetarium world and invite them to join us at IPS and our conferences. And I'd also like to find ways of supporting other young education researchers and supporting them in actually doing their research in the planetarium world. We've got a lot of really great researchers out there, but I think we can always take the lead on bringing in the next generation. So it would be an absolute honor to serve you all as your president, and I look forward to finding out ways that we can support our field and bring in new folks.